Hello Divine Feminine, and welcome to your power message for Sunday, Super Sunday. And look at this, manifest your dreams, manifest your own happiness. So remember that today, you always have a choice. And I feel this message today is about your spiritual side and your emotions. It says, every day I stretch and tone my muscles and my limbs in stimulating ways with a regularity that suits my schedule. Now, that may be about physical exercise and doing things that help you to feel better physically. But I feel this also a big message today about things that suit your schedule for your spiritual truth, your spiritual practices. When we stretch and tone our spiritual muscles by doing things every day, such as walking in nature, breath work, meditation, focusing on gratitude, we have to sometimes make a conscious effort to do these things daily, because we can forget, or we can really have a good intention and think, right, I'm going to do this for a month, and then after a few days, life gets in the way, and the gratitude journal goes on the shelf, and we think I'll meditate tomorrow. So we have to make a conscious choice every day to choose to do these things, just like every day we choose to manifest our own happiness, or choose to focus on peace and focus on love and respond with love. So today think, how am I going to stretch and tone my spiritual muscles and limbs? How can I work on things that stimulate me in a regular way, things that suit my schedule? And that may be that you make the conscious effort to go for a walk on your lunch break, or, just meditate when you're falling asleep, or in the morning, or whatever you decide to do. For me, I love to do gratitude, and I don't do it always in a book. Usually I do it in the morning. I have a routine in the morning. I get up, I think good thoughts, and spend some time, connecting with the angels. And that's my morning ritual. It's something I choose to do. I choose to get up an hour earlier than I would. So for example, you guys know I work from home, but if I was going out to a job, I would make sure I get up an hour earlier so I can have an hour to myself in the morning, connecting with the angels, my own thoughts, just feeling at one with things. That's what I do. When George is still in bed and I can just have me time, that's what I love to do. And I've always done that since I've woke up. But I also have to make a conscious effort to do that sometimes, if I feel I'm tired, or, we do those things. So think today, how can I stretch and tone things in my life that I want to work on to make things better? Daily habits, daily practices, daily spiritual skills. We hone those just like we learn to play an instrument, or, we tone our body if we're doing exercise. Don't get me wrong, some of you may be thinking about exercise, yoga, things that make you feel better physically. Maybe that's what you're being guided to do, going swimming or playing tennis, or going for a walk or a run, or, doing things for you. So today, do things with regularity that suits your schedule, that enhances your life in stimulating ways, whether that's physically through stretching and toning your muscles and your limbs in your physical self, or the spiritual muscles and limbs where you're working on something for you. So what I'm doing is I want to bring in the Angel Therapy Oracle cards today. So what can we work on to tone our spiritual self? Or what do we need to be aware of today? In fact, let's do it like a little mini pick-a-pile, shall we? We'll do a little mini pick-a-pile here, okay? So that's what they're guiding me to do. Thank you, angels. Here we go. So you may want to watch all of this or just pick your pile. So card 1, card 2, and card 3. I may also do something like this for TikTok today as well. So pile 1, vegetarian and vegan. So maybe you're thinking about going vegetarian or vegan, or maybe you have to make that choice to keep this going, because sometimes we have good intentions, but then we haven't got the food in the house, or we just make whatever's in the cupboards. And sometimes we have to make a conscious choice to choose those organic fruits and vegetables, or things that are going to make us feel good, or we have to choose to put more vegetables on the plate or eat more fruit. So I feel you're working on your diet right now. And it says, fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. So the things you are putting into your physical body are going to make you feel good or bad, better or worse, and you know what they are. Now, don't let anyone dictate to you about what you should or shouldn't be putting in your body. Nobody has to be a vegan or a vegetarian on this spiritual journey. It's all what we want to do ourselves. Like for me, I don't eat red meat, I don't eat fish. I eat chicken every now and again, or white meat like turkey every now and again, but not very often, But I eat a lot of dairy. So, I eat a lot of cheese and I have a lot of milk. Those are the things that serve me. And I know they serve me too. So people say, oh, don't have dairy because it makes your spiritual windscreen wipers clog up. Well, dairy works for me. For some other people, dairy may not work for you. But don't let anyone dictate to you and say you should be doing this or you should be doing that. The only thing the angels tell me not to have and to share with others not to do is to drink heavy caffeine-based drinks like energy drinks, because the angels share that those things are very toxic and they can bring on premature heart issues. So they are the only things kind of I preach. If I see someone drinking one of those who I know, I'll be like, what are you doing that for? Don't do that. But if you're eating red meat or you're smoking or drinking alcohol, that's your choice. It's up to you. You'll let go of things you need to let go of at the right time for you and bring in what you need to bring in when it's right for you. And I feel if you're guided to card 1, that's what you're working on right now, or you may be also helping others to do the same. Pile 2 or card 2, we've got sacral chakra. It says, you are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods and energies right now. So right now you may be deciding what to eliminate from your life, especially chemicals, and you're sensitive, you are an empath. So things may be affecting you physically or emotionally right now, and you are taking care of those things, making it a daily habit to rise above fear, to not take things personally, to use things and do things that serve you. It says respect your sensitive side or your sensitivity by avoiding harsh items, situations and relationships. So we also have to avoid things that feel harsh to us, like gossip, drama, struggle, and be around the good. So we have to make that a conscious choice to do that, to eliminate things that don't serve us. So I feel this is what you're working on right now. And the sacral chakra is also connected with our stability and the things we're doing that affect our stability. So if you find a person is affecting your vibration, could be a friend, a family member, a colleague, could be a twin, step away for a moment. It's okay. You can't miss out on what's meant for you. If you don't want to be around toxic environments anymore and your job is making you feel that way, it may be time for a change. So these are things you're working on. You're discovering right now what's working in your life and what isn't, what feels toxic and what doesn't, and you're moving towards what feels good. And card 3, we've got God box. Wow. So make it a regular thing to update your vision board, or to put things into your creation box, or what we call your God box, because that's where you create. It says, write any worries, concerns or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God box, as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. Now, I personally don't think that we should write our worries down and put them in a God box, because that's what I see as a creation box. But you can certainly give your concerns and worries to heaven. You can certainly write them down and get them off your chest. Maybe you want to burn them after, or do what I do and turn the negatives into a positive. So I write down the negatives and then I think, okay, what am I learning from these things? How can I see the blessing in this situation? What am I learning from this? And it turns it into a positive. So write down what you want and put that in your creation box, or write it on your vision board and give anything else to heaven. So this may be what you're working on right now. Maybe you're working on your vision board, or you've been trying to set time aside in your schedule to do that, to update that, or even have time to just sit down and think about what's going on in your life, anything you need to release to heaven and what you need to do. So that's the message coming through today. Stimulate yourself in regular ways that suit your schedule that really brings in power. So, doing something you're passionate about, reading a book. I want to start reading again. I actually bought myself, and I got George one as well, Tom Felton's new book. And, he was, because I'm channeling, it's hard to just go from that channeling to the 3D, So, Tom Felton played Draco Malfoy in Harry Potter. And he was he's in, I think he's still starring in it now, but he's in the show 222 in London at the theatre, and I went and saw that. So, this is his kind of biography about his life and, beyond the wands. And I haven't started it yet. I've had it about a week and I haven't started it yet, and I keep meaning to start it. But again, you have to fit these things into your schedule. So the things you want to do, places you want to go, things you want to achieve, make the time to do it. And the angels will help you and give you the time you need. Call an Archangel Metatron for that, and he will free up your schedule and allow you to do things you want to do. And again, we've got that gorgeous kind of leaf there with the snow on. So, or you could see that as salt, because I'm seeing that as cleansing energy. I'm seeing that as sprinkling salt on. So salts can be a cleanser. It can be very healing for wounds. So I feel this also about healing wounds and bringing in power. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.